I'm here to share a secret. France has a new pathway to hire English-speaking foreign workers where they're exempt from having a work permit. Yes, you heard me right. English-speaking foreigners, for the first time ever, do not need a work permit to work in France. Now, if you want to know how you can explore this pathway for yourself, or if you're interested in living the French life, then this video is for you. Make sure you stick around. Hello and namaste, my name is Nagori and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for doing so. If you are a regular viewer, thank you for spending time with me yet again. My name is Nidhi. I am a finance professional, a digital creator, and also the CEO and founder of Globaly. At Globaly, our mission and vision are very simple. Anyone, anywhere in the world should be able to move abroad. And to help your Go Global dream come true, we have a variety of services. Job support service, direct job placement, underrated pathways like work permits, visas, permanent residencies, business programs, global profile building, you name it, we have it. And we're also continuously expanding. So if you are interested in checking out any services that we provide or getting more information about what we do, then please make sure you look at the description box, which has more information about the organization. And now let's talk about what's happening in France. Who thought that France, of all other countries, would have a work visa dedicated to English-speaking foreigners? But here we are. So why this sudden push? Well, first of all, data shows that France needs more than 3.9 million foreign workers by 2050. And for the first time, France also issued a record number of residence permits, more than 320,000 in 2023. That's a humongous number. They're expecting this number to touch 400,000 each year until the demand is met. It is because of this labor shortage that France cannot continue to be snooty about its language barrier. Which brings me to the main topic of today. What is this new visa that I'm raving about? So this one's called the La French Tech. Don't go by its name. It's a complete misnomer. And let me take you to my screen record to help you understand this better. So here we are on the La French Tech visa. You can see this little guy here, the La French Tech. This is the French Tech mission. And before you think that it's only meant for IT workers, let me stop you because it says support and promote the French startup ecosystem. So this is a pathway that was started specifically for startups in France to be able to attract English speakers. We'll look at all the info in a little more detail, but basically it is a simplified procedure dedicated to the French tech system, enabling international talent to settle in France. So obviously it has joined forces with Business France to set up this process and provide applicants with the best possible support. It is available for 3 categories of talent: employees, founders, and investors. So whether you are an investor, a founder of an amazing idea, or you want to be able to work for a startup, you would be eligible for the La French Tech visa. Now, if you want to work, they have a separate job portal for that. So we're going to check that out in this video at a later point. But for now, let's talk about the permit itself. How do we know that it's meant for English speakers? So, well, you can see that many French startups are opting to work in English and recruit foreign talent. And that's why the pool of talent is becoming increasingly international. Therefore, help play a key role in the future of French ecosystem. We already discussed that it's available for 3 categories, which we're seeing here right now. Let's look at the advantages. First of all, it is valid for 4 years. It includes families, so it is renewable and you can move with your dependents, which is your spouse, children that are dependent on you. It also adapts to life changes. So just in case your life situation has changed, you're not working for a startup or you don't qualify for this, you can then move on to another visa. The big part, it does not require a work permit. So it is not necessary to apply for a work permit for these people. And lastly, it is renewable under the same conditions. So you have employees, you have founders, and you have investors. If you want to read the investors and founders part, please go ahead and read it yourself. Big thing is for an investor, it is the investment, which is 300,000 euros over 4 years. And obviously for founders, it is that you must have a unique ideas. I'm going to go to the employee section because I want to show you guys what that entails, just in case you're looking for a job, because I know most of my audience is looking for a job. So let's look at the eligibility criteria. First of all, your gross pay should be 43,000 euros per year. You must have an employment contract or a fixed term contract for at least 3 months. You must have an active participation in the R&D project and development of the company. And it's basically super simple to apply. You can apply it yourself. They also have the process listed here. So basically you prepare the visa and residence permit as the international talent yourself. You submit it to your embassy. The visa is issued. You go. That's it. It's really super simple. Like I said, no permit is required to work, so you don't need any work permit. You can just apply for this pathway as long as you meet the eligibility criteria. Now, I know you're going to be like, but this seems like it's only for tech people. Nope, nope, nope. As I already said, we're going to talk about that in the later part of the video, which we've come to right now. So here is what La French Tech supports. You can join a startup of their ecosystem. It has almost 25,000 startups, 1.1 million direct and indirect jobs. If you are only interested in tech, then you can look at all the digital offers. If you're interested in health tech, all the health tech offers, green tech, all the green tech offers. If you're interested in just industry, then industry offers, agriculture, all of that's there. You could also, if you are, from a regular corporate field like I've been, if you just want to check that out, then you can look at this particular one, which is join a startup of our choice, join a startup in the French tech system. And you can see FP&A assistant, business developer, conversion manager, litigation expert, human resources. These are not tech roles, but the La French Tech, as you can see, still applies to these roles. So this is a visa that's meant to support French startups. So any kind of roles that would meet the criteria of the pathway itself would qualify, as long as the company qualifies to be a startup. You have quite a few sectors here. I mean, as of now, when I'm doing this video, I see almost 1,600 jobs. But again, you want to move on to just agriculture, you could look at that. There are 12 jobs. I'm going to quickly go here and look at all the digital offers. 1328 digital offers to consider. Let's look at health tech. I'm always curious. 272 only for health tech. So you can see quality and regulatory affairs, business developer, sales performance associate. I mean, honestly, a lot of these are not tech roles. So you might just want to look through this in a little bit more detail and see which one works well for your profile. Now let's talk about the big elephant in the room, which is the language barrier. Obviously, this is France. We do know that language barriers exist, but it exists more in social setup. I've personally done a lot of work in France, and I did feel that the language barrier truly existed more in social setups, like going to a supermarket, getting an Uber. All of that was probably a little tougher compared to work, because it's like working anywhere in the world where you send emails in English, or some people also send emails in French, but you have the auto-translate feature on the email itself to translate. So the work part of it does not really get impacted as long as you are working virtually, which in 2024, most of us are. So I think this pathway is pretty exciting and something that you must consider. And just in case you are excited to understand this pathway more, make sure that you take screenshots of all the links that we have posted throughout this video, or just go and look up La French Tech and get in more info that you want. Stay more updated, stay more informed, take informed decisions. Of course, the website is vast. It has a lot more information. I did pick out pieces for this particular video that I felt would benefit my audience, but whether you're an investor, whether you are an innovator, or whether you're an employee, there's a lot more information on the website itself. So would recommend that you go through it. Understand the visa process as well, because once you start applying, people will want to know how you're going to get a visa. We've seen that happen with a couple of our clients, where we had to go and tell the startups that, the client does qualify for the La French Tech, and then we had to figure out the whole process. That's when we figured out that you can actually apply the visa yourself. You don't need any employer support because you don't really need a work permit. That was the first time that I think I also had a realization that, oh, it's possible to work in France without a work permit. So we've seen this happen to a couple of our clients, especially the ones that were studying in Europe and wanted to get a job, or studying in UK and wanted to get a job in mainland Europe. This pathway worked amazingly well for them. Not to say that it won't work for people who are not already in that area or not out of their home country. It's just that we've seen success in terms of just the jobs. We've seen success with a certain kind of clientele, because this is the clientele we tend to cater more to. We're very selective about who we pick for job support service. And on that note, this amazing video has also come to an end. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you learned something new from this video. If you are interested in knowing about other countries that offer a work permit exemption or a visa exemption, please let me know in the comments below. And I think I just said this in another video. There are so many countries that are offering exemptions and underrated pathways. And the only limitation is time and research, because I want to read through these websites and give you guys more concise information so that you can do all of this yourself. So really, that's the only hiccup that I have. But if there's any country that is on your mind that you want to try, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, please make sure you take care of yourself. And obviously, don't forget to do the drill, like, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff. I'll see you right here in another video with a lot of information. But until we meet again, please take very good care of yourself. Stay safe. Namaste.